the old Izba, a man is scolding his wife. Half the village soon gathers. It turns out the mill has long since been abandoned and is rather notorious here. Hardly anyone is brave enough. Near the old Izba, a man is scolding his wife. Half the village soon gathers. The subject of the argument turns out to be a saw that breaks down every other time. The man suspects that his wife is cursing it, while she insists she is innocent. You don't feel any curse on the old tool. If anyone is to blame, this item looks like it's been repaired quite often. Looks like it was fixed by the local smith. You think that the smith may know something about the defect and learn how to get. You decide on your next actions. It turns out the mill has long since been abandoned and is You decide on your next actions. On the village street, you meet a strange peasant procession with chests and sacks. A peasant clutching a sleepy rooster walks in the lead. The people
Who are you, bareheaded wench? What are you doing here at night?
A rooster in hand and sacks full of clothing. What are these peasants planning? Perhaps they want to escape with stolen goods? I doubt. Looks like they're offering the rooster as a sacrifice to the Susiatko. So they're moving.
I'm a simple traveler who's lost her way. So, you're moving in?
None of your business, wench.
I'm a witch doctor. I can help you move.
After a brief discussion, the peasants accept your offer. You make a sacrifice near the future hut. You go past the new houses of the settlement and approach the Kama Bank. The Vadinoi was sure to be followed by his retinue, dead men and drowners from the underwater domain. Breathing in the fresh night. The smithy is built on the far end of the village to prevent fires. You knock at the door and shut it.
Who are you? It seems a bit early.
A man from Fedorova sent me. Here.
The smith puts down his gun and
Lousily done. It's my work. You won't believe me.
I'm a knower. I've seen a lot of things.
Christ almighty. Well, listen. The devil, he looks like an ordinary, God-fearing man, but smells of drink. He comes and tells me, shoe my horses. So I'm lifting the horse's hoof and see this peasant has it backwards, hooves for feet, and he stares at me with his eyes. So I had to shoe a human foot. Lord, forgive me. I've been afraid to open the door ever since.
I think I know what kind of chorts smell of drink. I can drive the chorts away from you, Smithy. Go inside so that you're not killed by mis-
you draw a circle and prepare to encounter the demons. You don't wait long. The grateful smith fixes the tool and bows low to you. The wine shop is working until late. Warm light from its window pours onto the...
I see you're interested in books. You have a great one with you, I see. Is it old? I am not only selling drinks, you know.
On the riverbank, you see a peasant that used to look after the Vajinois cows. He is alive and obviously free, but his eyes are empty, and he can't say a word. The mill rises above the pool of the river inflow. The Izba is decrepit, and the water wheel is silent.
Oh, Vasilisa.
I visited the Vodinoi and learned about your daughter. Don't you think it's something worth telling me?
How could I? God, this is all like in a bad dream. He took, and I didn't think for a minute that he would send her to kill. I thought there was another Vodinoi. I thought I had escaped from that one. Sacrifices. I offered money, vodka, porridge. He only wants life.
Did you make a pact with the Vodinoi here?
Yes. This is my old watermill. I used to work here. When I built it, I made a pact with Vakul. He tells me it's business as usual, so
It's never that easy with demons.
several years later, he started playing tricks with shadows. I never wanted to hurt anyone, and so he then took it for himself. I had an apprentice, a guy who poured grain, and the Vodinoi dragged him into the water. The demon dragged. Then I abandoned that watermill. I couldn't stay there. I opened these. I thought he had already taken what was. It was never enough for him. Turns out he's the one who took He killed my Dusha.
How did the Vodinoi find you in the salt?
His factory is far away. I thought another Vodinoi managed to. And so it used to be in the beginning. I managed to make some money milling the wheat. First I built a. We got along fine with another water demon. He did not want. Then I gather Vakul beat him and took this river under his. And then he somehow learnt about me.
What happened to your daughter?
My daughter. She had nothing to do with it. When Vakul found me, I think, wanted to. Yevdokia went to Silikamsk in winter by sleigh. The ice broke beneath her. It's not the Vodinoi my grandfather told me about. God punished me. He sent the most.
I think you'll be able to talk to Vakul today.
Oh, I will.
I don't think you can handle him. Only I can. Besides, even I won't be able to kill him. Masters of nature are strong.
Do what you can.
I will. I think Vakul will show up sooner if you start the mill.
Can do. I already inspected it while I waited. I've opened the screen, but the wheel doesn't spin. The chute is worn out. I can patch it. These chutes kept. It's a pity some of them are too far gone. There aren't enough paddles on the wheel. Look around a bit. We should have enough here. Then we will start it. I'll wait for you inside. I'll fix what I can.
All right. I'll find some boards for you.
You found a fitting vane for a watermill wheel. You found a fitting vane for a watermill wheel.
This screen blocks water from going to the mill. Still water, and it's deep at that.
Vasya, my father, is he also?
Yes, on the mill. Want to
I can't. Vakul won't allow it.
He's not here yet.
I can't disobey him. No matter.
I need the blades.
For the wheel, I know. Here's the blade. Take it.
The Rusalka gives you a part of the mech.
There's something in this name. Vakul. I feel he's close.
Ah, Vasilisa. 3 blades. That's enough. Well, we have everything we need to start the mill.
Vakul will appear as soon as we start the wheel. All right, it's time.
The salt worker quickly fixes the mechanism. He looks like he's done it plenty of times. Soon.
The middle world. A grand place, beautiful. My favorite witch and her cute little book.
Greetings, Vodinoy.
Well, 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 Vakul.
Ah, my old acquaintance. Come to Brigham.
Father,
I didn't tell you to speak.
A water stream knocks the salt worker and the Rusalka off their...
You make a lousy guest, Vasilisa. Is it what we do in the Perm region?
There aren't any serfs any...
Silence! You made good on your promise. To go the road from its beginning to its end, honoring the pro. But I like you, Rich. Tell me what you want.
Free the Rusalka. I will deal with the seal somehow. Hope I have enough time.
Happy to do business with you, Rich.
The Vodinoy leaves the Rusalka and disappears into the depths, laughing. You think of where you can get another Vodinoy to break the seal, but your one more seal is gone.
Oh, forgive me, Dusha. You died because of me.
no. Don't even think about blaming yourself. I'm free from the water demon now. I still have no answer.
Wait.
We'll meet again someday. Farewell, Father.
The Rusalka smiles at the salt worker and vanishes into white light. On your way back, you comfort Pahom with...
Isn't that the most banal of a legend?
Maybe, but there's too many consequences. The drowners are talking about her. Now they agreed to protect a wedding. She must think if she sticks needles in me, I'll be left without any power.
I have certain doubts about this. I've seen her in the village. Not everyone can have...
You should be more confident. I haven't taught you for nothing. You should...
It won't be easy. But if she really has the book, I may finally be able to control this...
Right. There you will find out. And if this is true, take a look at them first. I've sent charts throughout the area. It will be...
But this wedding... I wouldn't want to curse peasants. You know how I am with demons.
Don't make me laugh. Who will you curse there? You think you can turn the procession? This thing happened last with my grandmother. Go back.
So be it.
Well, get ready. Amen to you.
Aha! And what happened?
And I chose to help the Rusalka.
What were you thinking? I told you not to.
Why not? There are good spirits, you know.
You shut your trap, you woolly short. Even a
But it all worked out, Grandpa.
Be glad that it did. You'll be left without your Well, it's time to deal with the
The
next.
seal of the wolf. I was thinking about werewolves.
I haven't heard about them in Uyezd for a long time.
Proshka, can you turn into a wolf?
Nah.
That won't do. I need to think about this. Go visit your betrothed. It's time. I may come up with something.
All right, Grandpa. So much firewood will last us a long time. Sing winds from the quietest to quiet, from the lightest to light. Lift up the branches and sand from the ground. Split Mother Earth. Reveal yourself. Fly open, white shrouds, and draw open. Tell me, my darling, of your life there, and ask me of our. I've been living here, wandering from place to place. I saved a girl from a banya. See, there's some good done with. I saved another girl from the wretched claws of a Vodinoy. I'll do anything to save you. Even if it means my chorts will help us be together. Soon you'll be back, my darling. As soon as I break all this. And you, teach me. Guide me, miserable orphan that I am, how to break all the seals of the book. And I will reach out my white hands and pull you from the other.
Ah, Vasilisa, here you are. I've been thinking about that wind and three sides and river shaft.
So you've remembered about being Sosietko in that spa?
Now, I think we should go back in the church in Yenidor. Maybe something will come up there.
Let's go. But is there anything left?
We'll search near the foundations, in the cellar. All secrets are hidden underground. You know that when we'll be in Galbets. Maybe then I can tell some future. I'm a Sosietka after all.
Proshka stops every now and then. Circling around a bit, he hesitantly proceeds on his course. It seems as if something is bothering the demon, something about the road ahead that he hasn't himself realized yet. The road whirlwind is a harbinger of a northern night. The wind bends the trees and sends dust and leaves flying to the empty space.
What a wind.
Why are you standing there, Proshka?
I remembered. I used to visit this place often. Perhaps when I was alive, one of the church. Doesn't look like my church was worshipped in much, does it?
All you think is about being worshipped.
What else could happen in the crossroads that tied Proshka to this place?
Perhaps he had a meeting of the
Yes. We were known for discussing matters at the crossroads.
All right, let's go to Yenidor. I bet we can find something.
The old bridge creaks from the cold wind, the cold water of some swampy river rippling beneath it. In the middle of it, you note the demon needs only lift his paw for the forest spirits to scramble and panic. You look at him in amazement.
What? Want some pranics? I've sold everything already. Oh, you want some?
The northern wind bends the treetops. Their rustling fills the swamps with a rhythmical noise, in which you hear the whisperings of leshis and the wings of demons flapping beneath the ground. You stop for a minute, thinking of how ancient these forests truly are.
What a dump, right? Look at all this rotten wood. And it used to all be so fine. Don't just stand there, Vasia. There is the door to the undercroft. Open it.
Some pictures are mixed with the icons.
When you approach the old wooden planks, you feel. When you approach the old wooden planks, you feel a draft. Behind the planks, you see a narrow crawl space leading.
The idols have river shells scattered around them.
Majestic idols of old are now lying in heaps in this dank and wet dugout.
They're so majestic.
I've seen these idols, Vasilisa.
You've been in this dugout before?
Yes, but when? Something is missing. As if one of the passes at it, and everything fits right into place.
An ancient wooden angel is watching you indifferently. You peer into. You touch the mask and it falls to your feet. Its image reminds you of the strange chorts depicted.
Old church books. And old kitchenware.
An ancient wooden angel is watching you.
It's not as simple as that. Search the chests. Perhaps you'll find something.
What am I looking for?
How would I know? Now, don't look at me like that. There are It's bad for me to look at them, you know?
Were they gifts from the people?
Behind the planks, you see a narrow crawl space. Majestic idols of old are now lying in heaps in this dank and wet dugout. The eerie...
I think I remember. But look, that's right. That's how I used to look when the hunters used to bring the river shells from the north, and I flew at the on.
Proshka, is that you?
Vasilisa, I remembered everything. Oh,
Your name was Voipil.
I used to be a god, the lord of the northern wind, and I was once power. Other gods came, and thou shalt not worship the idol of Voipil, and the lights of altars dwindled, and so did my...
Are those your idols beneath the church?
Yes, they are. I still remember that woman. She hid my idols and put my face on the aim, but in a halo of ecclesiastical glory.
Why all the shells?
This is my symbol. I used to be omnipresent in this area. I used to cool, but that time is long gone. All that's left, bones of the past, long forgotten.
What will you do now?
I'll stay with you. I am in your debt. It's not like I've suddenly grown in power. The universe has been turned upside down, and so did I. When people forgot about me, and lost my erstwhile power. But now my past has returned, along with some of my strength. Who knows what other rebirths can I undergo?
So it turned out that our Proshka used to be a chute demon.
Jesus Christ!
Didn't expect that, Grandpa, did you? Perhaps now I'll be the one to tell you to hunt.
Unbelievable! I didn't think that such strong. I'm glad all the training worked out. So, now you're going to.
Well, yeah. I'll live out my cat life with Vasilisa.
And no nagging about mice. You might be St. George himself, but while I still have my teeth, I'm the master of this house.
Don't worry, Grandpa. I'll take care of it. Consider the mice. How do you like my new fur?
I don't know how to address you now.
Proshka it is. I've told you that I'll stay with you until you've helped me. Now it's my turn. How can they possibly harm me?
What kind of spirit are you?
A chewed one. Permans believe my powers have waned. I can...
You're helping me then again.
Yeah, and my power grows because of that. So I won't leave.
You've remembered your past, but won't you forget it?
Yes, you become the If you'll be a Societka for 100 years, then you'll be... If you wouldn't have reminded me of the past, then who knows? Maybe I would have become a hairy old man then. Enough of this Societka business. When you'll free your guy, I will fly around like a free northern wind. I won't forget a thing that way.
God bless. Yegor Yevlampovich, Vasilisa.
Why, isn't that groom with you?
So, you're keeping your word, Nikolai?
I told you I needed a bride, and with help from you and God...
The wedding is close. I see you've covered.
Yes, we needed to have this wedding as soon as possible, so that the Bonnie... I understand you have a lot to think about. Vasya, weddings are the least of your... You were the matchmaker for me and Nikolai, so you should stand as...
I have no time to give a dowry at a bachelorette party.
Right. The week has passed. The dowry appeared at my house, and what I lacked, the girl...
The main thing is you being my matchmaker.
I can't. I have other business.
It's all right, Vasya. You can go. We have some time. And when the wait...
You too, old Igor, come. You'll be up.
What an honor.
Well, you taught Vasilisa and helped with the item.
That's right. Well,
Who did you ask to be your best man?
Petka, the accordion player. He's...
Fedka? What curse can he help you with?
stop it, Vasya. Fedka will manage. Besides, we'll be there. We'll help with the evil.
All right. But Fedka needs looking after, so he won't curse the wet...
Thank you, Vasilisa. I brought a gift for you. I think you'll like...
We didn't come only because of the invitation. We need a nowhere's help.
But they quit halfway through. They say demons chase...
We decided not to approach these demons without you. Maybe it's...
You made a wise choice.
Is the bright side brewing beer?
We decided both sides will brew. The villagers are...
In Pakcha, where my mother lives, there are some skilled brewers. We hired them. Father is long gone.
What are they saying about Chorts?
Some shadows are being noisy. Turning over tubs and whatnot.
See, they're brewing the beer by the river, so I thought that the Abdiricha might reveal herself.
When's the wedding day?
Everyone is invited the day after tomorrow. First is the wedding day, and the next... Not everything is by the book, but you know how it is.
All right. I'll help you. After all, the ceremony is incomplete without beer.
Well, come the day after tomorrow then, if I'm the master.
See you soon. Lord be with you.
Greetings. God bless.
God bless. What brings you here, Your Honor?
Alexander looks around.
Grandpa, he's not here about that. He doesn't know these things either. And the matchmakers come without a groom.
Hello, Vasilisa. I was in the area for business and decided... I think you'll also be interested in this case I have. They talk about you and your grandfather. You remember that fired short that tortured the girl in Logovo? There's a similar case in the village near Pakcha. It's called Severnaya Settlement.
That's where I'm going to track this Chort. So, Severnaya Settlement? You start treating them with your method.
Thank you. Till we meet again.
Hold on. Fancy some tea? Help me move the table.
Table? No time. My patients are...
Alexander hurriedly leaves your... It's getting dark. You keep the black book ready. Khaldoons often put... Among the treetops, you notice a silent giant. His figure towers over the trees and sheds a dark shadow. You greet the Chort, but hear only loud laughter in reply. You find the Izba Alexander told you about without any difficulties and question the locals.
These are fish traps. Looks like her husband used to be a fisherman. The furniture, as well as the rest of the Izba, has fallen into disrepair. It's clear that the woman can't look after the house alone.
You open the chest and are hit with a foul stench. Inside lie, you wince in disgust. The sacks contain horse manure, wriggling with worms. These bed sheets and towels, nothing of interest.
Let me be. I need to rest. The fever won't let me be.
They say you became a widow. Oh, Jesus Christ, may he rest in peace.
Yes, he died, but I'm managing.
Sometimes dead husbands come back from the afterlife. Have you heard of that?
What kind of story is that? That sort of thing never happened.
Don't try to be cunning with me. I've seen all kinds of charts, and I can sense the Walking Dead from a mile away.
Phew, witch! What could you know about me and my Vasya? You know nothing.
Maybe I'll be able to convince her if I pretend to be her acquaintance. So, what did perhaps he was a fisherman? What do you mean? I know you through my godfather. He used to go fishing with your Vasily quite often.
He won't be fishing any now. He's dead, I'll tell you. Go away, you and you.
She still doesn't believe me. How can I convince her that everything's not so simple with her guest? You think your Vasily brings you sweets? Take a closer look.
Jesus, what have you done, witch?
I know who is to blame for your sickness. If you want to live, you must tell me.
All right, I'll tell you, but don't you... My husband didn't die. He still visits me in the evenings. But he told me...
You hear the sound of scattering sparks. A fire Chort, familiar to you, emerges...
Again with your plots, witch! Don't interfere with my business.
You want to kill me? Didn't work out for you last time.
Ha! Kill? I have another. You stopped me here, but I'll find out.
Not so fast. You can't hide from me in my...
That may be so. That's why you will be there with my...
A couple of Chorts appear near him, while he himself turns into a fiery whirlwind. You can catch up with that Chort if you don't spend time on these demons. But what will happen to the sick woman? You open the book and read the first Zagavar. You defeated the Chorts, and the woman seems to be safe now. But how many... You notice the pale heads of the drowned, looking out of the water. They are almost certain. You open the book and read the first Zagavar. At the crossroads of two trade routes, you see the annual fair. Despite the late hour, trading is still taking place. Perhaps you might buy something for your journey.
Seek me out, girl, and I will grant you no.
You hear the lingering sounds of songs long known to you. At one of the izba, you sit by a house and dissolve in a deep song. Life goes on as usual in the sleepy Pakcha village. The peasants have returned from their work, and the peasants answer your questions with enthusiasm when they learn that you are the knower matchmaker they have heard of. According to the villagers of Pakcha, they seldom encounter wonders in their mundane life. Everyone laughs at the men who were brewing beer. Supposedly, they were so carried away with their work that they saw the devil himself. You whisper a prayer and catch your breath. You easily find the home of the peasants who brewed beer, but their izba looks empty. You look...
Christ almighty, what are you scaring me for? I nearly died.
I knocked, didn't you hear? I'm here about the wedding. They asked to bring beer.
We couldn't cook the beer to the end, you understand? The bride is a chort in disguise, everyone knows that. So some of them sharp-tailed, we barely managed to escape. With God's help, I'll bless the ingredients. We managed to brew the mash, then everything with God's words, everything proper. A pound of hops and a pound of malt. And then a demon showed up. Lord have mercy.
Tell me about the demon you saw.
Someone cursed us. That must be it. Looked like a lump of... So we ran. Left everything there. We prepared part of it, but we're too scared.
So you brewed everything by the book?
Everything as it should be, with prayers and according to the recipe. First, the girls came to us from the bride's side, tried to put out the fire. Then, later, and at nightfall, it all began. The bride's cursed, so the devil showed up.
What man?
I don't know. Didn't have the chance to look at him proper. He stood for some time in the distance, and then left.
Did you brew by the river?
Right. Wait, you're going there now? This late? You'll be killed.
It's all right. I have God's word with me. The devil will have to retreat.
Well, God be with you. Go to the east of the last Izba. You won't miss it.
It's quiet in the brewing area. Too quiet. You enter.
Here are some barrels filled with beer that's already been brewed. I think that if I'm able to chase the evil spirit... Here's where the mash was cooked. There's some left at the bottom.
Here is the firewood that the brewers prepared. You take some firewood. There's some dry grass around here. It can be used. You take some dry grass. This is where they light the fire for brewing beer. You add some firewood. Now you can light the fire. You put some dry grass under the cauldron. Now it will be easier to light. You light the fire and take a step back. A spirit shows itself above the cauldron for a moment, but it soon disappears beneath the oily froth of the beer. The fire is extinguished by the spilled beer. Could a larger fire expel the chort? This cauldron is full of partially brewed beer. You feel an evil. You roll back your sleeve and thrust your hand into the cauldron. But after a moment, jerk it out.
Oh, it's so sweet. I can't carry these heavy barrels.
Here is the firewood that the brewers prepare. You take a greater amount of firewood. There's some dry grass around here. It can be used. This is where they light the fire for brewing beer. You add even more firewood. Now the fire will burn brighter than ever. You light the fire and take a step back. The curse falls to the ground as a repulsive ball of foul-smelling wool. This chort was created.
Later, I called some men from Brakcha. After I chased away the chort, they took the barrels with the cooked beer. Everything that was left in the cauldron was gone.
So much good beer waste.
Looks like some Khaldun got involved.
Looks like it. Well, they'll...
You also keep your eyes peeled around Nikolai. Who knows?
I will. Many Khalduns like to...
Yes, and the guests are helpless. If you ruin a wedding, you can ruin the entire lives of...
That's all right. Just be attentive.
Right. I shouldn't expect any help from Fetka.
We'll manage even without Fetka.